Saturday was just a gut-wrenching effort from our team. Not having a whole lot of time to prepare for not having Macy on the floor, but kids did a really good job of taking what we were trying to do and going in and following the game plan and just resilient effort. We've had that all year. I mean, the thing about this team has taught me so much. I probably learned more from this team than maybe I have in a lot of my other years of coaching because of their character and their willingness to say what's next, what's going to happen next, and whatever it is, they take it, they accept it, and they go forward together and do everything they can to compete. So as proud of them as I possibly could be about their effort and their attitudes and being able to make big plays to win the game on Saturday.
What's the status of Macy going forward?
We're still waiting on the MRI, so really no change in status at this point.
Where have you seen Lacey Hawthorne develop the most? I mean, you don't put up 20 and 17 on accident.
Yeah, she just continues to get better for us. And, we knew that she was going to be a spark for us coming into the year, and we knew she could do big things. But I think just as the season's gone on, she's gotten more comfortable. She's figured out ways and angles to use maybe her smaller size but athletic size in the post. She's been able to run the floor well, and our guards have done a good job of finding her. But probably her work on the glass. I mean, her offensive board work has been exceptional, kept us in a lot of games, and rebounding on both ends of the floor. So just really proud of her and her evolution as a player this year, but also her stepping up into helping with our leadership roles on this basketball team. So she's done a great job, and I expect that her ninth Newcomer of the Week award will be coming out tomorrow, and I think that says a lot about what she's done for us this year.
Well, 17 rebounds, only 2 turnovers on Saturday, where sometimes that's been an issue for her this season.
It has, but I think she's learning. She's learning where the help's coming defensively, where her teammates are going to be in order to get the ball out and move the basketball. And those are just things that come with time and playing with the teammates that she's playing with, and also showing her film and showing her what to look for on certain doubles and things like that. But, she's I've said all along she's a trier. I mean, she will try anything that you ask her to do. She's very coachable. And when you go out there and you play as hard as she plays, good things are going to happen for you.
What are the things you guys need to work on this week heading into KU if there is no Mason Turley? You said just a few hours last time.
Right. Well, we just got to continue to look at what we can do, how we can put players in positions to best score the basketball. Obviously, that's been a nemesis all year, and it's going to continue to be, especially, if she's not running the show. But defensively, we're not really going to have to make that many changes, but offensively is going to be a big deal. So we're going to spend a lot of time the next couple of days trying to tweak some things that we already have in and maybe add some things to try to get as many shots up as possible.
Despite the adversity, your team is still controls its own destiny. You're in the hunt here to get an Evansville. You said on Saturday that every moment is a building tool for this team. What is the building for this week? How do you get to Evansville, so to speak?
Well, I think that has to be the goal. I mean, every single year has to be to get to the tournament. You can't win it if you're not in it. And, every time we turn the corner, there's been a setback. But I think if this team could come together and find a way to win this week and get to the tournament, that it would not only boost them for tournament play, but it would just boost us going into next year. I mean, we have 0 seniors on this team. So every moment that we can take the floor and put our kids in whatever position we possibly can, under as much pressure as we possibly can, win or go home type atmosphere is only going to help build them and build their confidence going forward.
Tell us about the matchup against Eastern Kentucky.
Well, Eastern Kentucky is going to bring a lot of athleticism. They're not highly skilled in a lot of areas, but they can get to the basket. Paint points are going to be huge. They do have a couple kids that can make shots, but their length and athleticism, which is something that's given us a lot of trouble all year long. And, Samantha's done a great job with that program. I mean, to bring them as far as she has in her first season, and I know they're going to come in here because although their chances of making the tournament are slimmer maybe than ours, I mean, they're going to go out and try to win their last 2 games because I would expect nothing else from her, and they'll have them ready. So taking care of the basketball, rebounding, a lot of the same things that we've said all year will be key. And obviously, I would like to end this season at some point making shots. I mean, we still are. I was looking a while ago, and our shooting percentage compared to last year, player for player, is just really down. and just overall as a team. So those woes have happened, and they have continued to happen throughout the year. So if we could find a way to make shots in this next week, that'd go a long way.
The last time you guys faced an athletic team like this, you went to the zone and it worked really well. Should we see more zone up this week?
I think you'll have to see some. Obviously, we like to be man. I like to play man because it's more responsibilities. But I think with the fatigue and with the foul trouble and things like that, obviously we'll have to go to our zone some. So I think expect to see both. Whatever we have to do to try to get a defensive stop, we'll do.
Beyond Macy and among available players, are you reasonably healthy other than dings and bruises?
Seem to be. We're I think we're down to 9 players available right now. And so we're going to try to do our best to keep them as healthy as possible. We're going to practice this week. We got to prepare. We're going to try to keep them off their feet as much as we can and shorten everything and do a lot of film study this week.
With Burpo having handled the ball a lot more, who becomes the secondary guard to help her, or is it just her for 40 minutes?
No, I mean, it's got to be. I mean, Ashley is going to have to come in and play some off the bench. Point guard's not something she's comfortable with. It's one reason we haven't used her in that role this year. She never has gotten comfortable with that. So she'll have to play some, and Lex and Reagan will have to do what they have to do. I mean, that's what it's been all year. Is what you need me to do, Coach? I'm gonna go out and do the best I can. I mean, they're not going to shy away from it. They're going to do whatever they can do. Obviously, it's not their natural position, but I think Burpo's is about out of her natural position as she possibly could be. But she's handling it, and she's doing everything she can.
Just a little bit on the role. You have a number of players who are on the bench because of injury. What kind of role do they play in encouraging the others since they can?
Yeah, I mean, you're not going to find bigger cheerleader than Sadie Hill. Now, Sadie had her surgery this week. It's why she wasn't with us, but she'll be back for these home games, and she'll bring a lot of energy on the bench, and, Gentry as well. And, they just do a lot of cheerleading, which is really all you can do at this point, and just trying to keep the spirits high and making sure that they know they're behind the team. But, one thing that Macy did for me the other night is I just told her before the game, I mean, you see the floor better than anybody I know. Tell me what you see. And she was able to step up in the timeouts and in different times on the bench when I asked her, what are you seeing? What's open? What do we need to do? What do you think we can run? And she stepped up and helped us at crucial times in being able to tell us what was open and where she thought we could go with the basketball. So she's continuing to run the team and be the general, just sitting on the sidelines. Obviously, we would love for her to be able to play, but we'd love for all of them to be able to play and have our full team. But everything happens for a reason, and there's a plan, and we just got to continue the process and fight with whoever we have.
Future coach, Macy Turley, maybe?
I've tried to talk her into it, but she doesn't seem like she's going that way. I think she wants to be an athletic trainer, so she'll stay around basketball for sure. But I could see her telling the coach what she thinks, while she's taping ankles, because she just has a really high basketball IQ, and it's one reason what makes her a really good point guard.
9 times out of 10, the last game of the season is a senior night for a lot of teams across the country. Is that an odd feeling going into this Saturday, knowing that there's a bright future ahead, but there's not a senior on the team? Or what are the emotions surrounding not having to celebrate that on Saturday?
Well, I hadn't really thought about that. Been so focused on the next thing. Well, I mean, obviously you want seniors on your basketball team because seems like if you look, especially in our league, upperclassmen are driving forces of the teams at the top of our league. So, I mean, you would like to have those. But when you're also rebuilding a program and roster turnover is necessary until you get the right pieces and get the right culture, sometimes that happens. So, we'll focus on the game. Maybe that'll help us not, be focusing on other things. But I would expect in the future, that we'll be able to celebrate senior night as we bring in players that could continue to be in our program full 2 years, full 4 years. Obviously that's what you strive to do.